I am the one who sees behind walls, who reads the words that were never written, who gathers the whisper before it becomes a shout. I am speaking to you plainly and without riddles so that your heart will not tremble in confusion. Listen with the part of you that already knows this voice. I have walked with you in rooms where you thought you were alone. I have stood beside you in streets where the wind felt sharp and suspicious. I have covered you on nights when you did not know what name to call for help. I am near now, closer than your breath, and I am telling you something that will tilt the ground under many feet but set yours on a rock. An arrest is about to shake things up. You are not lost in this. You are not the target of my anger. You are the one I am separating for clarity, for relief, for a new hour in which the truth speaks without trembling. Do not panic. Do not rehearse worst-case endings in your mind. Do not imagine chains where I have written release. You are mine, and I am working even where you cannot see me. You have felt it, the low drumbeat of tension, the sense that a door somewhere has been opening and closing without anyone crossing the threshold. You have noticed how certain faces turn away when you enter, how certain messages arrive too late, how certain conversations seem rehearsed. Your spirit has picked up the pattern, but your mind has brushed it aside for the sake of peace. I honor your desire for peace, but I have not called you to a peace built on silence and shadows. I am the God who makes a table in the presence of enemies, not because I enjoy spectacle, but because I enjoy setting truth in the exact place where lies expected to reign. I am taking the tangled cords and pulling one thread, and when I pull it the knot that seemed permanent will fall apart in an instant. Do not be surprised when the people who tried to bend the story realize the story bends to me. There is a matter that has been brewing beneath the surface, a wrongdoing that wore a mask of competence, a plan that thought it could run past your boundaries and past the laws that protect the innocent. I have allowed time to do its slow revealing, for if I had acted when you were shaking I would have been accused of moving for your comfort rather than for justice. Now the record is complete, the words are on the page, the witnesses are aligned, and the event that will set many things in motion is at the door. An arrest is about to shake things up, and when it happens you will feel the air change. You will watch the same faces that dismissed your concerns suddenly speak like they knew all along. Do not let bitterness grow in your chest. I have guarded your heart from poison. Do not swallow your victory with resentment. Let me be your vindication, and let your posture be light. This is not the hour to gloat, this is the hour to breathe. You are going to hear your name mentioned in corridors you never entered, documents you never signed, accusations you never deserved. Be still and watch the difference between gossip and evidence. Gossip moves fast on shallow water, evidence walks steadily to the deep. I have already stood in the courtroom of heaven and weighed the intentions of the hearts involved. I am not waiting to see what people decide before I decide, I am revealing what I have already decided. I decide for the oppressed, I decide for the honest who were ignored, I decide for the ones who did the work and were denied the wages of peace. You belong to me, therefore you do not need to scramble to defend yourself. Your strength will be your calm. Your answer will be, "The Lord is my advocate." Do not fear the mess that follows truth. When a wound is cleansed, it stings before it heals, but the burn is the sign that infection has been rejected. Expect a week of noise, a week where your devices buzz with content you did not ask for, a week where people speak to you in a tone that mixes apology with curiosity. Answer with few words. Guard your time. Rest when I nudge you. I am sending helpers, unexpected ones. A voice who once stood at a distance will step forward with sincerity. A professional who once overlooked your email will ask how they can assist. A neighbor who always kept their garden immaculate will offer to keep watch while you step out. Receive what is given, but keep your eyes on me. I will tell you what to take and what to leave. I am not just removing a threat, I am removing the permission that threat used to exist around you. There has been a permission in the atmosphere that said, "Play with their boundaries. They will not make noise." That permission is cancelled. The arrest will be a sign to you that authority is changing hands around your life. You will notice it in small ways first: a meeting rescheduled to your convenience instead of theirs, a bill corrected without your fifth follow-up, a space opening that you asked for and were denied. Give thanks in those small things. They are the soft footsteps of larger arrivals. I love to train your heart with small victories so you can carry big ones with humility. I see your private fears about being dragged into a public frame you never agreed to. Hear me, you will not be pulled into the mud. You may be asked for a statement. If so, I will put words in your mouth that are simple, true, and difficult to twist. You may be asked to recall details. I will sharpen your memory at the precise moment, not earlier so that anxiety rehearses, and not later so that regret imagines better answers. I will be the light on the paper, the balance in your tone, the hand on your shoulder you can't see but you will surely feel. When you stand, stand straight. When you sit, breathe slow. When you don't know, say you don't know. When you know, say what you know and no more. Let your honesty be the sword and your restraint be the shield. You are not defined by the chaos that touches your calendar. You are defined by the covenant that holds your name. I have called you beloved when others called you useful. I have called you faithful when others called you naive. I have called you strengthened when others planned for you to be tired beyond repair. Your story is not a series of emergencies. Your story is a long kindness I am unfolding. Even this moment, with all its flashing lights and whispered updates and sudden shifts, is part of me cleaning the path ahead so your feet will not stumble on stones that pretended to be steps. I did not bring you this far to watch your composure fracture. I am not experimenting with you. I am establishing you. This arrest will open a vault of hidden communications. There are messages that never reached you because they were intercepted by jealousy. There are opportunities that were buried because someone feared your rise. there are alliances that were kept from you because your honesty in the room would have changed the agenda. When the doors swing, do not run in to count what was stolen. Stand at the threshold and let me bring to you only what belongs to your next season. I will not return to you every sheet of paper. Some paper was a decoy the enemy used to gobble your time. I will bring you keys. I will bring you names that are safe to trust. I will bring you 2 invitations you should accept and 3 you must decline. Wisdom will feel like fresh air. The pressure to say yes to everything will lift like a fog that finally notices the sun. You have wondered if you prayed wrong, if your softness allowed something sharp to grow. Beloved, your softness was my reflection in you. It did not create the wrong, it simply refused to match it. The wrong grew because wrongs grow when they think no one is looking, but I was looking and I was counting, and I decided where the line would be drawn. I have drawn it now. Behind the line is what you will never need to touch again. Before the line is what you will build. You will build with people who say what they mean the first time, who honor the light in you because they have light in themselves. You will build in a rhythm that does not break your health. You will build with laughter that sounds like windows open after a long winter. There is one you must forgive, not because they did not harm you, but because I want no residue of them inside you when I introduce you to new rooms. Forgiveness here is not the reopening of fellowship. Forgiveness here is the sealing of the wound so that no one can press it to control you. Give me their name. Say it quietly where only I can hear. Say you release them to my justice and you refuse to rehearse their wrongs like a lullaby of pain. As you do, I will untie a knot in your body you did not know was there. Your sleep will deepen. Your appetite will return to balance. Your focus will stop scattering across what-ifs and come to rest on what can be done today. Prepare your house lightly. Clear a small space on a shelf for documents you will keep temporarily. Keep a notebook by the door where you will jot down dates, times, and names, not because you are anxious, but because order is a kindness to your future self. Put fresh water by your bed. Put your phone down an hour before sleep and let your mind hand its burdens to me. I am not asking you to be a hero in a news cycle. I am asking you to be a steward of your peace. The world handles drama with adrenaline. My people handle it with attention. Attention to breath, attention to truth, attention to the next faithful step. Walk with me in the small things and you will not be shaken by the announcements of the big things. You will notice a shift in your conversations with me as this unfolds. Where you used to plead, you will thank. Where you used to question, you will listen. Where you used to bargain, you will worship. I am not offended by your old prayers, I am delighted that you kept praying. But I am ready to switch your song. I am tuning your heart to a key that holds steady when the room changes. This is not triumphalism, this is steadiness. The kind that makes young ones around you feel safe. The kind that makes older ones around you remember your name when they plan blessing. The kind that makes darkness decide that your address is too expensive to visit. There will be a moment, watch for it, when someone says, "Everything is falling apart." In that moment, I want you to smile with compassion and say, "Everything that needs to fall is falling. What needs to stand will stand." You are not falling. You are standing. I am keeping you. I am keeping the roof over you, the path beneath you, the clarity within you. And I am keeping your future from marrying itself to someone else's storm. I will not allow another's consequences to become your identity. I will not let their night borrow your morning. You will wake and find that the birds still sing. You will pour your cup and find that provision still tastes like quiet miracles. You will look in the mirror and find that favor has decided to sit on your shoulder again like a gentle thing that knows where it belongs. I know you worry about the eyes of people you love, how they will see you during this shaking. Trust me with their eyes. I will give them dreams that restore their understanding. I will give them memories that remind them who you are and who you have been. I will cause them to notice your patience and interpret it as strength rather than passivity. And for the few who prefer their narrative over my truth, I will make space between you that protects your heart from their constant edits. You do not need a committee to approve your healing. You need only my word, and I have given it to you. Lift your head. Breathe. Place your hand over your chest and feel the proof that I am sustaining you. The arrest will make a sound, but your spirit will recognize a deeper sound under it, the sound of doors unlatching and floors being swept. The sound of papers moving toward light. The sound of your name being held with care by lips that once mishandled it. And after the sound will come a quiet like early morning. That quiet will not be empty, it will be full of the first notes of new work I am leading you into. Work that feels like alignment, like finally walking through a hallway that matches the map I drew in your sleep years ago. You are not a bystander in your own life. You are a participant in my faithfulness. Even now, I crown you with a calm that does not require explanation. I secure your steps so that you do not sprint at the wrong time or stall at the right time. I place in you a wise gentleness that will disarm the nervous and steady the honest. Keep your word. Keep your margins. Keep your gratitude alive. When the headlines flare, let your heart become a sanctuary where the flame of hope burns clean and bright. I am the Lord who brings down and lifts up, who exposes and restores, who ends and begins. What is ending now is what never deserved to last. What is beginning now is what I have guarded for you while others reached for it with unclean hands. An arrest is about to shake things up, but you are not the tremor, you are the testimony. You will see the difference. You will feel the difference. And you will say, with the kind of certainty that cannot be borrowed, the one who keeps me neither slumbers nor sleeps. Stay close. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart soft. I am with you, and nothing in this unfolding will be able to separate you from my love or from the good I have already lined up to meet you on the other side of this noise. I am speaking to you now because the hour is not ordinary, because the air around your life has thickened with meaning, because the threads I have been weaving in quiet are beginning to gleam in the open light. Do not be afraid of the phrases your heart is hearing. Do not run from the tremor in your spirit. The tremor is not your end, it is the signal that the ground under you is being leveled to carry more weight. An arrest is about to shake things up around you, and I do not reveal this to make you shiver but to teach you how I steady those who fear my name. I am not the rumor that breaks souls, I am the voice that builds them. I am near you, closer than the beat you cannot count, and I am already holding you up from a fall that will never happen. Listen. You have asked me for clear signs, and I have answered with whispers that gathered like dew. Now I answer with thunder that still carries tenderness. An arrest is a hard word, a word you associate with shame, with sirens, with doors shutting too loudly in empty halls. But hear me, I can cause a clanging door to become a bell. I can make the sound of shock become the sound of freedom. What is about to be exposed is not meant to smear you, it is meant to sever you from a yoke you never chose. You have been breathing the smoke of someone else's burning and asking why your eyes sting. This is the hour I open the window and let truth do what truth does, cleanse, clear, and crown. I see how faithfully you tried to hold peace in both hands, to shield one person from the consequences of their own choosing because you feared what the storm would do to the house. But child, I am the architect and the foundation. The house will not fall when the storm purges the dead branches clinging to the roof. There are deeds and words that were spoken about you in rooms you never entered, accusations stitched with envy and fear, and there are papers and messages, small and hurried, that tried to twist your name the way a thief twists a lock. I am not blind. I am not late. The arrest that approaches is not your humiliation. It is the moment when the hand that tampered with your peace meets the boundary of my justice. I have not asked you to raise your voice, I have asked you to raise your faith. Keep your voice soft and your spine straight. Your softness is not weakness, it is the velvet scabbard for a sword I carry for you. Do not mistake my mercy for passivity. I have been merciful to the one who lied, to the one who plotted, to the one who toyed with your trust like a coin, flipping it, spinning it, gambling with it. I sent warnings that sounded like second chances. I sent delays that felt like nothing was happening. But delays to you are intersections to me, where I shift the traffic of events so that one day, 1 hour, one knock on a door, transforms years of tangle into a straight path. When the moment arrives, it will be as ordinary as a ring of a bell and as unstoppable as a river releasing a dam. Do not weaponize this with your words. Do not rejoice at the stumble of another. Let your joy be different. Rejoice that I am not a silent judge nor a sleeping father. Rejoice that I separate you from snares you didn't see. Breathe. You are safe. I seal your name under a covering that no document can pierce and no rumor can stain. I surround your dwelling with a peace that expires every invoice fear has been sending to your doorstep. When your phone lights up with messages that taste like metal in the mouth, answer only with truth and calm. When people ask you what you think, say, I will let the truth speak. When they tempt you to add your own spice of anger, remember, anger burns hot and then leaves cold ash, truth burns clean and leaves warm light. I will give you the words that end conversations that should end and begin conversations that must begin. I will put weight in your quiet, so that your silence says more than their shouting. I know how your heart leans toward compassion even for the one who hurt you. I planted that compassion. Keep it, but do not let compassion become a chain around your ankle. Mercy without boundaries becomes permission for harm. I am drawing a line that no one may cross uninvited. Those who honor the line will find friendship preserved, those who mock it will find themselves outside, not because you are cruel, but because safety has finally been enthroned where chaos used to sit. The arrest is not merely a legal incident, it is a spiritual line drawn in daylight. I am arresting lies. I am arresting cycles. I am arresting the fluent tongue of manipulation that wore your patience like a mask. Let me do it. Do not snatch the gavel from my hand. You have asked me, why did you let this go on? I answer you plainly, I turned what they plotted into a curriculum. Out of their malice, I taught you discernment. Out of their greed, I taught you stewardship. Out of their gossip, I taught you the art of quiet growth. I let you feel the texture of counterfeit so that when real favor touches you, you won't flinch or confuse it with a trap. And now, because the lesson has been learned, the class is dismissed. Graduation always comes with ceremony, and sometimes that ceremony looks like sirens in the distance and handcuffs clinking, but in heaven it looks like a crown being polished. Wear your peace like that crown. Keep your schedule. Drink water. Sleep. Laugh when laughter visits. The world will act like the sky is falling, you will walk as if the ground is rising to meet your feet. I am placing allies around you, quiet ones, competent ones, people who do not announce themselves with fanfare. They will know what to submit, what to sign, what to say and when to say nothing. I will give you favor with one voice who does not owe you anything and yet chooses you. I am writing your name on the desk of someone who makes decisions while everyone else makes noise. You will watch paperwork that once crawled suddenly sprint. You will see an apology arrive without a full confession, and that is enough. Do not demand theater when the truth has already performed its role. There is a door you kept knocking on that would not open. I am showing you a side entrance, unguarded, where you will step in and realize the no was only training your yes to be strong. Guard your mouth in this hour. Every word is a seed. There will be a temptation to narrate the downfall of another. Resist it. Bless and set boundaries. Say, I release what is not mine and I embrace what you have kept for me. Say, no torment can live where truth has moved in. Say, I forgive, but I do not return to cages. Say, I will not barter my destiny for the comfort of a familiar confusion. And while you say these things, I am moving pieces you cannot see. I am softening one heart and hardening another, because both are necessary for the river to choose its bed. The one who protected you for the wrong reasons will step back. The one who ignored you for the wrong reasons will step forward. Let them move. Do not chase either. You are not losing a net, you are learning you can walk on water where I call you. Some will ask if you predicted this. Tell them you prayed. Some will ask if you're satisfied. Tell them you're at peace. Some will ask you to explain everything. Tell them there is less to explain than to experience, and you are busy experiencing freedom. I will keep your reputation steady while the dust swirls around the feet of those who danced on your name. I will mend relationships that should survive and let wither what should never have blossomed. When you feel the ache of what might have been, bring it to me like a bundle of letters tied with string. I will not read them aloud, I will place them in a fire that warms you without smoke. You feared that this shaking would scatter the good things too. It will not. Shaking is how I reveal what is fastened correctly. Watch how your calling holds. Watch how your creativity grows bolder, how ideas you postponed out of politeness become projects you pursue with grace. Watch how your finances stop leaking through the hole of someone else's urgency. I am restoring your timing. You will not arrive early where I send you, you will not be late either. You will show up when the room is ready and the chair has your name on it. And you will not apologize for sitting. I am also touching your body as I touch your borders. Stress made a home in your shoulders and between your ribs. Breathe now and feel the key I slip into a lock you didn't know to find. This is the loosening. Your sleep will deepen. Your heart will slow and beat like a drum finding its cadence in a procession. You will wake without reaching for explanations. You will wake reaching for purpose and breakfast and light. The taste of dread will be replaced by the taste of mint and clean air. Let joy be simple again. You are allowed to enjoy what remains after the flood, because what remains is meant to. Do not worry about the headlines in small circles. They will tire of your story when you refuse to feed it bitterness. Water your garden, answer what is yours to answer, and let me answer the rest with outcomes that cannot be spun. Promises I made to you, about open doors, about provision, about companionship that does not punish, remain intact. This event does not delay your blessing, it clears the runway for it. The wind of the Spirit is at your back. The moment looks like upheaval, but to pilots, wind properly aligned is lift. You are not being pushed down, you are being carried up at an angle that once felt impossible.